people that you keep the information that we share to yourself, and it's not for public consumption, you will go far.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that, for being an ear for me, mostly. The reason I decided not to come back, they did invite me back.
Yes.
And I opted out. One, my eldest child was doing her matric last year, and we were getting ready for the new year in terms of university. I needed to be present, and we shoot around the very critical time. I couldn't be away from my kids. There's that, but also I just needed a moment. I just needed a break to see what other avenues I can, look into. As much as reality TV is a great platform for a brand and for business, but my business, I felt that my company was neglected.
Yes, you told me.
Since I started shooting, I've never had any client, because by the time we start shooting, that's when people want to revamp their homes, they want to touch up, they want to do things. And if you're not available, you can't really make any income, right? And you've got this commitment, you've signed a contract, so you have to show up all the time.
Yes, you have to show up.
So I just decided, good to know, let me just see how I can find ways to balance it. But most importantly, it was mainly for my child.
I think you did a great decision for yourself.
Absolutely.
Did you get to recommend anyone for the show?
No, I didn't. I think we all go into that platform with an understanding that we are there to build ourselves up as a brand, and it's just a platform for exposure. But in terms of the check, I would say, based on what we spend, what comes out of your pocket to maintain the looks, the makeup, the events,
yes,
it comes out of your pocket. So when you compare to what you get, well, I'm talking about myself, I don't know what others are getting. It really was petrol money for me.
My word.
So everything else, I funded myself. So I think as years progress, obviously the check increases and it becomes better and better, then you're able to do more. It can stretch.
Sanibonani guys. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel where we always delve into the heart of South African culture and current affairs. Today we're discussing a significant revelation from Slindile Ndlovu, a former cast member of The Real Housewives of Durban. So Slee recently opened up about her reasons for leaving the show, shedding light on the financial realities behind the glamorous facade of reality TV, as you've seen in the clip that I inserted below from the interview that she did with the Spotlight. Let's explore her story and what it reveals about the industry. So in the candid interview with the Spotlight podcast, she revealed that she declined to return to season 5 of The Real Housewives of Durban to focus on her family and business. Her eldest child was preparing for university and she felt the need to be present during the critical time. However, beyond family commitments, Slee highlighted financial concerns. She mentioned that participating in the show doesn't really make financial sense, as she had to fund her own wardrobe makeup events, also which reduced her earnings significantly. I mean, she even mentions in the interview that the money that she was left with after getting paid was like change. I mean, she could even use it to buy fuel. So to her, I think it was all about exposure in terms of getting exposure for her brand and her business, which is also good. So let's talk about the financial realities of Real Housewives of Durban. Slee's revelations have sparked discussions about the financial structures of reality TV in South Africa. Unlike in some international markets, South African reality TV participants often bear the costs of their appearances, including clothing, makeup, and event hostings. Like, for example, on Real Housewives of Durban, if any of the ladies takes the other women on a trip, you fund that trip. You fund everything. If it's an event, if it's your birthday, if it has anything to do with taking people out, your dresses, your makeup, you fund it yourself. And it comes from the pocket or the paycheck that you get. So that's the reality about South African reality TV. So this raises questions about sustainability and the fairness of such arrangements, especially when participants are expected to maintain a certain lifestyle on screen. The broader reality TV industry in South Africa often operates on the premise of exposure rather than substantial financial compensation. This approach can be challenging for participants who invest their own resources into appearances without guaranteed the returns. True, it has some financial implications. So it really has financial implications, like when you're weighing the costs, the benefits, and the costs. Is it worth it? Is it about the salary, or it's about growing your brand? So whenever I think anyone is invited to such shows, you need to weigh the benefits and the costs. So if the benefits outweigh the cost for you because it's different per individual, then go for it, because a win is a win, guys. Furthermore, the lack of residuals or royalties for actors and artists on such platforms exacerbates the financial strain on performers. At least if the actors or the people who are there in the reality shows get royalties, then it's better for them, because at the end of the day they'll be continuously earning from that. But if it's not there, then it becomes a financial strain. So like I said before, that if you're going to go into such shows, you need to weigh the benefits and the cost of what you're getting out of it. So let's talk about the implications and viewer reactions. So Slee's candidness has resonated with many viewers, prompting discussions about the ethics and sustainability of reality TV production in South Africa. Some fans have expressed disappointment upon learning about the financial burdens placed on cast members, while others commend Slee for speaking out. These conversations highlight the need for greater transparency and support for reality TV participants. So guys, what do you think? Do you think reality TV should pay cast members more money because of their time that they invest into the show? Because Slee indicated that when she was shooting in the show, she even lost customers during that time. So guys, is it even worth it? Because if you say you're going to be growing your brand, and then in the process you're losing customers, what is the purpose? At least get something, a paycheck, to compensate for that time and the customers lost. So based on the information that I got from Slee, I commend her for actually not going back to season 5 and focusing on her business and growing her brand, because already she has the exposure. So, and I hope she succeeds in growing her brand through that exposure. I'm actually, but I hope it's gonna grow. I actually commend her for doing that. And also, guys, do you think that the reality shows are for those rich housewives who don't work, who just wants to spend their monies and go out with friends? Because for those who can afford, I think it works. I'm not saying Slee cannot afford. I think Slee can afford, but now her business is crumbling and she loves and is passionate about her business. So sometimes you need to make tough decisions on whether you're going to grow the exposure or you're going to grow your business or whatever you wanted to achieve in the show. So I think making that decision to leave is good. She has served her purpose on the Real Housewives of Durban, and she has achieved exposure. So now it's time to grow her brand. And I hope she comes back. We're gonna miss her. I hope that she comes back soon to our screens, and then just takes the season to go back, grow her company, and make her customers understand and try to balance between work and her business and her life. So I'm glad also that she took time out to support her kids. It's important, guys. Family comes first in as much as we're looking for money. Family matters, personal affairs matter in as much as money matters. So work-life balance is important, even to us, me and you guys, the viewers. It's very important to have work-life balance. It adds on to our health, wealth in all aspects, emotionally, physically, spiritually, socially. In all aspects, we are going to grow. So let's balance work and life. So in conclusion, Slee Ndlovu's departure from the Real Housewives of Durban has shed light on the often overlooked financial challenges faced by reality TV participants in South Africa. Her story underscores the importance of fair compensation and support structures within the industry. I hope this discussion has provided valuable insights into the realities behind the glamour of reality television. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, stay informed and take care. Bye.